What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ariel, and today I got a quick word for you, right? And today's message is, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. What people thought was the impossible has become the possible. At one point in time, people thought you could not fly a plane. They said it was impossible. Guess what? Now it's possible. There are planes traveling every single day. I'm in Georgia, and Georgia has the #1 airport with the most incoming and outgoing flights every single day. It's possible. Most people thought that the automobile was impossible. There's no way you can be able to use travel from the East Coast to the West Coast. But guess what? It is possible. At one point in time, right, there was a 4-minute mile, right? A 4-minute mile. No one ever thought you can go faster than 4 minutes a mile. You know why? They said that your heart is going to explode. They said that if you run fast enough and you break a 4-minute mile, your heart's going to explode and you're going to die. Guess what? Somebody ran a sub 4-minute mile. I think the record right now is like 3 minutes and 36 seconds or something like that. They broke the record. They did the impossible. You know why? Because it's not impossible. It's impossible. It's not impossible to leave the hood. You know why? Because I've done it. It's not impossible to go from failing to getting A's. You know why? Because I've done it. It's not impossible to be happy, healthy, successful, and wealthy. You know why? Because people do it all the time. It is not impossible. You can start that business. You can get that job. You can get that car. You can get that house. It's not impossible. It is I am possible, or I'm possible, right? Break it up. Not impossible, right? It's I'm possible. Real quick. It's not impossible, right? It's impossible. No. X that out. Get that out your vocabulary. Throw it in the trash. Stop even thinking about it, right? And start separating it. Start separating it. It's I'm, right? Separation there. Separation there. Possible. I'm possible. I can do it. I can achieve it. I can have it. You know why? Because there's so many people doing what you're doing right now. There's people with a story worse than yours who are succeeding at levels you thought they could never achieve. You know why? Because they didn't say it's impossible. They didn't give up. They didn't quit. They didn't stop. They said, I'm possible. They got impossible out of their vocabulary. There has been people who's been told by doctors, professionals at the highest level that they would never walk again. Guess what? They're walking, and now they're running, and now they're running the world. You know why? Because they said, I'm possible. There's been people who's been told by doctors, you got 6 months to live and then you're going to die. And guess what? There's people living on today. You know why? Because they said, I'm possible. There's people with cancer who doctors said you are terminally ill and this cancer is going to affect you for the rest of your life. And then guess what? Those people beat cancer. Those people got rid of cancer. And guess what? They said, I'm possible. They didn't give up. They didn't give in to the negativity. They didn't give in to the stereotypes. They didn't give in to the misinformation, the false information, the misleading information. They said, you know what? I'm possible. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to achieve it. I'm going to do whatever it takes to be the best that I can be. I'm going to try whatever it takes to be the best that I can be. They said it is possible. They didn't say it's impossible. I can't do it. I had no way out. They said, you know what? Whatever it takes, for how long it takes, no matter what it takes, they're going to get it done. They're going to achieve it. It is not impossible. It is I'm possible. I believe in myself. I read. I write. I control my destiny. I have faith, right? I have hope. I am encouraged. I am fulfilled. I am positive. I am on a road and there's nothing or anyone that is going to stop me. You know why? Because I'm possible. It's possible. It's not impossible. It's I'm possible. You can do it. It's possible. You can win. It's possible. You can strive and be as successful as you want to be. You don't have to be on the same level as your family members and friends. You don't have to be walking in those crowds. You don't have to stay down low, depressed, and full of anxiety. You don't have to stay on those drugs. You don't have to stay in that bad relationship. You don't have to stay with that old car. It is possible for you to overcome any obstacle that is in your way. Say it with me. I'm possible. One more time. I'm possible. Say it with me. I'm possible. One more time. I'm possible. It's no longer impossible. Now it's possible. We are doing the things that they said we could never do. They are doing the things that they thought we could never do. We are doing the things that they could never do. And just because they can't do it, don't mean that you can't do it. Just because they said it's impossible, don't mean it's impossible to you. Just because they gave up, don't mean you got to give up. Just because they quit, don't mean you got to quit. Just because they lost, don't mean you got to lose. It's possible. You can be victorious. You can be courageous. You can be brave. You can be strong. You can be that one person in your family that changes your family for the rest of its legacy, that changes his family for the rest of history, that changes his family and goes down as the one who broke the cycles, who broke through the barriers, who overcame all the obstacles, who achieved everything that they wanted to achieve just by doing what they thought was impossible. Do the impossible. It's possible, and it's inside of you. It's your boy Ariel. Peace.